Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Realness with 3S's. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, here to talk about the finale of Love Island Games Season 2. You're shaking your head, Miss Tjoy. What's going on? What's happening with you?
I'm so upset. The one person that irritated me the most has won.
And that is Lucinda and Zay. Now, a lot of people it's very funny because all the people that recap this show, like all their videos are like 10 minutes, 11 minutes, like no long recaps at all. Everybody is so disappointed, except for I think the producers, right? Because it seems like that's what they wanted. What do you think about like everybody's reaction?
I think it was a setup. I think it's definitely what they wanted. I think it was a setup from the start. Why would the last duel not be a physical duel? Why would it not be like strength against strength? And like, why would it not be that? Because they wanted them to win.
Well, and it could have been a little bit physical, like if you you saw Ty and Zay tussling over a bag. They did do one of these challenges in last season 1 where they had to move the bags. I do remember them having to do something similar. It wasn't exactly the same, but they did do that.
But not for a finale.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember if it was for the finale. I don't remember that for sure. The thing is, too, is that it seemed to me a lot longer than 3 minutes. I feel that they waited to blow the horn when Ty and Justine did not have enough bags in their sections. I think that that's how they rigged it.
And I think they did not want her to be a 3-time champion.
Why? That's epic.
They did not want to give it to her.
So wild. Hi, Dreadful.
Hi, Dreadful.
Jessica says, hi, ladies. The minute I saw who won, I was like, Miss Tjoy's gonna be pissed. And so am I. This season had so much potential, then fizzled out at the end. I would have been fine with no voting. It was the voting that messed things up. Because like when you're on these shows and you build your own kind of community and your own kind of rules for things, and you let it, like, sometimes we will get votes that we don't want, for sure, right? If like the house guests or like the Islanders, like season 7, like a couple, like Jeremiah, I didn't want him to be voted out, and I didn't want him, like, but the Islanders did do that. Okay. But
right
here, like with having the audience vote people out, like it completely messes up the Islanders' plans in there. And I think it's really unfair, actually.
Right. Yeah, it is unfair. It is unfair. And if I was Johnny, I would never come back to another thing they ever had in life. I would be like, y'all keep playing in my face. And regardless of whether the public sees me as the villain, y'all the real villains, and I'm done with y'all. If I was him, I would say, take this and stick it up your, and I would be done. I would be done. Because
I think he might be this time, no?
Yeah, he should be. He should go on and do other reality shows.
Well, he's gonna be on House of Villains.
Yeah, House of Villains, and do other stuff. Maybe he'll get on the Traders one time. Like, just do other stuff, but leave Love Island alone, because they keep playing in your face every single time. Every single time. And I would be done.
Bloody Mary says Matthew is crashing out hard. I mean hard. Well, Matthew, I saw some of his tweets. He's pissed about the fact, like, he really likes the menaces and like the people that are cause drama. Like, he definitely finds those characters entertaining. And the fact that votes and like stupid chance games are getting out his favorites. They're not even getting to duel. Like, why is it Love Island games when it's not games against each other that get people out of the game? Like, even falling on white or red with Garby. Like, I would never want to go out like that. It's not entertaining to me. I want everybody to have an opportunity to save themselves. That's one thing that works about the challenge. It's like, yeah, sometimes you don't like who gets put in, or like the person that's the worst in the daily, they get go straight into elimination, but they
Right.
always have a chance to fight.
Always have a chance. They always have a chance. And it's almost like I feel like Big Brother and Love Island Games needs to swap. It's almost like some of these games that are by chance and all of this stuff
I
should be
hate
on
well,
on Big Brother though. Like so people have like equal footing versus some of their hard stuff needs to be on Love Island because it's Love Island Games. And it cause I'm confused. I'm very confused. And I just don't like it. I just think it very much seemed like longer than 3 minutes. And I've been telling you from the start, the clock is off. The whole time they've been doing this clock thing, I have been telling y'all this clock is not right. Something's off with this clock. They're not letting us see the clock. It's something off with this clock. And it's because I think they want whoever they want to win, they're stopping the clock then, and they don't want you to see it because they're cheating. That's just what I think. I don't have any proof.
I agree 100%. Kayla says, "Hey, ladies, it was Tyreek's fault. Laughed my ass off."
Yeah, it was. It was. I'm always gonna blame him.
But this is the thing, though. Yes, he shouldn't have. He should have been maybe a little more strategic. He should have moved some of more bags and tire Zay out in different ways. Absolutely, try different things. Like, yes, he definitely could have been better strategically. But there were many times in what I thought would have been 3 minutes where they had all the bags in their section. Like,
I agree.
all of them. All of them.
I agree. So, I agree. He was the weak link in the partnership. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if Josh had not been so stuck on being with a woman that ain't want to be with him, that was with a woman that ain't want to be with him because she done already said on After Sun, she ain't trying to be with him, even though he lived 10 minutes down the street. If he would have stayed in his partnership with Justine, they could have won. And he could have been a champ. And she would have shared the money with him because she wouldn't have felt like he was shady. And they both could have walked away with money. But he was so insistent upon being with Andrea, thinking this was going to turn into a romantic thing and they was going to win the challenge and then they was going to have a relationship and live happily ever after, split 250 thou wow. And it didn't happen. That woman got on that After Sun and said, he's the right person, wrong time. I just got out of something. I'm not ready for anything. We're just going to be, but he lives 10 minutes down the street, so we'll keep in touch. Girl. Mm-hmm. Girl, and he was like, yeah, we've talked about it. No, she told you what it was, and you've accepted it. It ain't no talked about it because you definitely wanted to be with her. You was fighting to be with her. This whole thing, you had to be with her.
And didn't I say that, like, I just didn't feel it was coming from her?
Yes.
I was like, I don't know if she's really that into this. And so, Dolores. Yeah, I don't think she is. Hi, Dolores. No. Happy you're here. Dreadful says, Nikki Star last night was like, this is going to be a short live. Almost 3 hours later, we were all still bitching. I have her on my screen right now. Yeah, it's 2 hours and 54 minutes she had. She was saying she just thinks that there's a bit of a setup as well. And I'll when we get to the part that she thinks it's a setup, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, Lucinda, my least favorite winner 2025. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't like the duel. Well, and that's another thing as well. Mega duel. 2 challenges? How's that mega? There's no mega involved there. Like, I thought it was going to be like challenge after challenge after challenge after, like, and do this and like I would battle this. Just 2 challenges. That's not a mega duel. Yeah. Freaky finale.
Okay, let's go back to the first one. What type of thing is Sydney and Tobias on that they can't figure out how to do this? Lucinda and Isaiah were taking all day. Why could Toby and Sydney not figure out how to do this? You couldn't look over at because even if you got turned around, right? You've been taking them up, putting them down, you get turned around. Look over at Tyreek and Justine and say, oh, those are the colors. Let me refocus. What is the problem?
Well, okay, this is I don't find this game to be very challenging. I think they've done it on other shows before. Definitely done it, seen on the challenge. It's called Tower of Hanoi, and so like it's a pretty simple thing. You most of it for like how many pieces they have, 5 or 6. That's usually
Mhm.
like 60 moves. You'll be able to get it in the right spot. About they were only 3 moves off from the behind who won? Lucinda and
Justine
Zay.
and Tyreek.
Yeah, no. They were no. So they're three moves off of Lucinda and Zay. So if they were just a little bit faster, they would have been able to beat them. Um, I
But at
think
one
that
point, they were in front of. At one point, they had like almost had it, and Lucinda and Zay didn't was nowhere near. And I just don't know what happened in the breakdown. Like what was going on because we were like, oh, okay, yeah. And then all of a sudden they standing there scratching their head. Lucinda and Zay, it just was stupid. I just couldn't figure it out. I'm just like, this is stupid.
they had me feeling bad for Johnny of all people, says Jessica.
Oh wow, yeah, because it's messed up that he didn't even get to try.
hmm Maybe people were more against Ty because how can you not love Justine? I I don't know. I don't know what happened in this final. It was so bad.
So bad.
Dreadful says, I need Johnny, New York, and Tyson to team up on House of Villains to feed my soul.
Yes,
Um,
and Drita. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen Drita in so long. I just know her and New York are gonna get into it.
who's Drita?
From Mob Wives. You ever used to watch
Oh,
that?
I only watched one, like maybe half a season of it.
She was on the original season. Her husband was in jail, and it was like trying to see like was he a snitch or not. And then Karen used to be with her husband back in the day, but she married him. But Karen and him used to date. Like her husband eventually got out of prison, and we saw that like in season 4 or 5 or whatever. But when it first started, he was in prison. She had 2 girls. Yeah. So, she got a, she from New York, mob wife, and she got a smart mouth. And New York, gonna have a smart mouth. So I could see them maybe getting into it.
Um, Dreadful says gambling is game at the end of the day, so it bothers me less than voting. Well, okay, yeah, but it's just chance, and I never really loved chance games. You
Yeah.
know, like it just, especially in this type of format, because you can't save yourself with chance. And I never loved chance. But I agree with you. Like Big Brother would be better to have chance things because then it won't just be a steamroll with people just being
Right.
able to take out all the people that are weaker competitors. Um, yeah, it's all really annoying. So let's just talk about this episode. We start with Johnny giving a toast, saying congratulations to everybody being here. We made it to the final 4, or final 4 couples. They're kind of excited. In my head, I'm like, oh, Johnny, you don't even know that you just been dumped. like I knew that he was going to be the one dumped. We basically said
Right.
like he was not going to be moving on, but he's
Right.
making this toast like he is moving on, and I knew he wasn't. Toby and Sydney have a little bit of conversation, and she's being a little bit more friendly towards him, talking about like, oh, your little Broadway show. I thought it was, at least she was like making it light of it now. Like she's not all in
Right.
her feelings about it, so it's less insufferable. He's just like, I miss you, Sydney. And she's like, I miss you too. So I thought they were cute. What'd you think?
I mean, I wasn't impressed, but okay. This is the thing. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the fact that people were so focused on saying they wanted Sydney to win the money and not share it with Toby. But I felt like this is why I don't like all that voting because it was pointless because she was never going to win. She didn't have it in her to win. So that's why I was like, I know in y'all imaginary world, it's like, oh, she can stick it to him, but she would have to win first. And it was no way she was going to win. So that's why it was like really even more messed up that Johnny didn't get in because at least you would have seen a fight, a competitive, like she didn't have it in her to win. Exactly.
That's something that Nikki was saying as well. It's like Americans just don't vote for the right people ever.
Damn shame.
I didn't watch After Sun. No, Colton was on it. God, that man.
No, it was. I didn't see Colton. Colton was on it. No. It was another person out there, named Colton. I didn't think it was Colton Underwood.
I didn't see it, so
No, it was this other guy
the
that was
audience
on
person,
there. Huh?
the
But I
audience
think
guy.
he was from somewhere, but I didn't know him. Like I was fast forwarding, but I didn't really know him. I don't know where he's from, but he was on the panel with Sally and but it wasn't Colton
All right,
Underwood from The
okay,
Bachelor. That Colton?
that's what she's saying, but
No. He wasn't on there, I don't think. Unless I
So
fast forwarded over that part.
Tyreek and Justine are talking, and she's like, "I'm glad we met," and he's like, "I'm glad we met." And in her confessional, she says she really, 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 really likes him. How are you feeling?
I was like, Justine, please. I'm like, please. I know at this point, I was like, if they win, she gonna share the money. I knew everybody was gonna stand behind her. She was gonna be the one with the envelope. And I said, at this point, she gonna share the money.
She would share the money. Like, I don't think she has it in her to be cutthroat and kind of evil like that, you know? Even if. Oh, Dreadful says, yeah, I saw a picture of Colton on After Sun and thought it was odd. It's because he's hosting that new show with oh my God, what's her name? She was on Dance with Stars. She was also a Bachelorette. Kristen Bristow. They're hosting that new like Virgin's Date. Kristen, Caitlin. Yeah, Caitlin. Sorry. I'm like, yeah, they're hosting a new show called like Virgin Dating or Dating as a Virgin. And so I'm not a fan of him. Let me see, like Colton.
No, I'm not either. I probably fast forward right over that part. I just saw where they were interviewing like Adriana and Marvin and Casey and Garby and Kendall. And Ariana.
He was there. So yeah. I'm just looking at pictures on.
Yeah, I fast forwarded through a lot of it, so I probably just missed it.
Okay, I'll just pull this up just so you can.
Because I just think the host is not. She annoys me. And then they did this thing for Ariana with her favorite basketball player, and he said, "Let me host you at a Orlando Magic game." And then here she go, Mark. Oh, can I go with you? That's Colton?
Yeah.
I did not even recognize him next to Ray. I did not recognize him. I saw the person sitting next to Ray. And I wasn't even doesn't he look different to you? He lost some weight. What?
Well, like now he's living as a gay man.
Right, but he looked okay. All right.
So he definitely looks skinnier. I think he has a child now. Okay, well, he was there. I won't leave you to do any detective work. Right? Yeah. But he's a little bit strange still. I don't really trust him. Oh, Colton was there because of Traders. Oh, I guess that's on that network too. So yeah, that makes sense. Did you like all their favorite moments while they're roasting marshmallows?
No.
Yeah, I didn't even write any of them down. I was like, these favorite moments are whack.
They tried to make this like it was a big brother sitting around the table type. Just get to the action. Just get to what we.
We all go to bed. And I think it was Johnny said to Ty, like, they're all asking, like, would you split it? Johnny said he would split it. Toby said he would split it. Ty says,
did he? I felt like Toby was like, saying, I don't know anymore. Like he was,
Oh, I thought it was Tyreek that said don't know.
no, Tyreek was like, I don't know, but Toby was like, I don't know. I mean, I might just go out of there and just, you never know how I would go now. He was trying to make it seem like this is a new, I've unlocked a new side of me. You never know what I'm going to do type thing.
Hmm.
I was like, Tobias, please. Y'all are not going to win. You're not going to, don't even worry about it. Y'all not going to have to.
So only Lucinda and Zay were smooching, just the two of them. In the morning, Lucinda talks about, oh my God, I'm the last OG girl. The last one, last OG girl here. The boys bring breakfast for the last time. Was Ty saying, like, it's the last time I'm bringing breakfast, no more princess treatment?
Yes, yes. He was like, oh, I'm sick of this princess treatment. It's the last time, eh? He did it so begrudgingly. He didn't want to do it. He doesn't want to wait on a woman. He doesn't want to give her princess treatment. And I'm saying that's for real or in a game. He doesn't want to do it.
Rachel says, hey, ladies, the finale was a chop, but I'm here. Yeah,
Thank
it
you
was
for
bad.
being here. We appreciate
it. It was really bad. The last OG girl was with the biggest microaggressions towards the black women.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So all the boys are chatting. Ty wants Justine to get this 3P. Like he wants it. Like I feel like he could see the potential of winning with Justine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For sure here. And like I was like, I really wanted it too.
I did too. Mm-hmm. Hey, baby.
Zay talks about the fact that he's vibing with Lucinda, just vibing with her, and I'm just like,
they're not gonna stay together. They're not gonna stay together.
Not at all. Like he doesn't put any effort with someone that lives in the country. I don't think he's gonna put any effort with Lucinda.
Right.
I mean, I guess he has money now. Hi, Hamden. Hamden says, Chantele, Miss Tjoy, always putting a smile on my face regardless. Happy. I missed the finale. I've been too busy binging Traders UK season 2. And damn, Harry, that was insane. Traders UK is good. Both Traders UKs are really good.
Really good. Yes. Oh, thank you for saying that. We're glad to put a smile on your face. Thanks for being with us.
One of the most disappointing ends to a season, right up there with Casey and Gabby. I didn't even watch the end of that season.
That's how much that was disappointing too. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, all of them have been disappointing. The UK, the USA, the USA games. I mean, I've been disappointed in all of them this year. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dreadful says he hasn't seen that into Lucinda. My ass, in my opinion, I know he's mature, but I saw passion with him and Sydney. Yeah, like he was into Sydney, like at the time. Like there was like he was active in his pursuit. You know what I mean? Like he seemed there was energy coming behind it.
Absolutely.
Icona says Tyreek had one job. I'm happy to finally catch a live. Hey, ladies, I love your recaps as always. Thank you.
Thank you. We're glad you caught it. Yes, he had one job, and I already knew he was the weakling. He was so pressed to have Justine because he knew she was the best, but I knew he had not proven himself to be the best. And he had not been in a duel. He had been skating through. He was just doing all these devilish things to like, I'm the puppet master, type of thing. But he had not done anything to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? Him and Toby won that, had the fastest time and that one, little challenge. But that was it. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't done anything. And so...
Yep. Okay, so Lucinda and Zay do talk, and she mentioned strong genetics. And this is what Nikki Star was talking about, the fact that she's like, as soon as she said that they left the strong genetics line in the show, she was saying that she knew that Lucinda had won. Because why would they keep the strong genetics in? And she's talking kind of about like the white British ancestry, like that's what she was. That's why she knew that she was going to win, because she left in the strong genetics, her whiteness, basically. What do you think about? What do you think about that thought?
I thought, okay, let me tell you, I thought that, and I thought that I was just being
A
overly
hater.
sensitive to Lucinda because I don't like her, right? So I was like, I really felt that when she said it, I felt that in my soul. But I said to myself, you always got something to say about this girl. Like, just let that go. You know what I mean? Because I think you thinking too deep into it. But that's how I felt. That is how I felt when she said it. And I trust my instincts. I really do. And that's how I felt.
Yeah.
We got strong genes too. You think our ancestors ain't been beat and whipped and shipped and sold and had to labor? You think we don't have strong genes? What you think this is? Like, what is she talking about?
I don't know.
If it's a one-on-one fight, do you think that your genes are going to beat Justine? No, you don't. And you even said that in all of your confessionals. You knew Justine was a problem. Okay, that's why they did this and waited for 3 minutes and 48 seconds for you to win. Because if it's a straight up you against Justine, your genetics not gonna save you. They're not. They're not gonna save you, and you know it.
Yeah, and she did say that she would rather go against Sydney because, like, it would be
Because
potentially.
she knew it. Her genetics wasn't gonna save her. And I hated that she got carried. Oh my god. Just go ahead.
Johnny and Gabby are chatting, and they definitely believe in each other. They're happy that they met each other. Like, they want to do this final together, this mega duel. Yes, big facts. Yeah, the editing really left a terrible taste in my mouth.
Yes.
Like, I was watching it. When did I watch it? Was it last night or today? I think last night. And I was like, man, this, like, there was so many times where, like, I was loving the season. Yes. And then
we couldn't wait. Like, when the preview dropped, like, we couldn't wait. We would be doing this and people would be like, they already dropped the preview for the night. We would play it on here so we could all watch it together. It was so good. And then the last 3 episodes, they dropped the ball, fizzled out. I was done with it. Like, and this is a terrible ending.
Terrible.
They know how to ruin a good thing. They know how to ruin a good thing.
100%. So Ariana arrives during the day here. I thought that her dress was really ugly. Like, I usually like polka dots, but those big polka dots weren't cute for me, in my opinion. I didn't like them.
I thought it was okay, but I'm gonna tell you, I didn't think her fashion for Love Island Games was as good as it was in the season for the regular Love Island. She was killing it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it was because she had to come in there practically every day for games. So she didn't have enough time in between to get her stuff, right, and change her hair up too much and all that stuff.
Was that spiky one? That spiky hairstyle? I was like, oh boy. Who approved that one?
But her fashion was just okay. But I usually love her stuff. Like, I usually am like during the seasons that I was like, this woman can't miss. But this is, she could have kept all that. Could have kept it.
So Natalie's saying that Marvin said on the after sun that he would have coupled up with Angelina, but Johnny told him not to talk to her.
Yeah, he did say that.
Really?
He did. He said Johnny told him, "Nah, she taking for a partner. Move on, partner. Not over here."
Okay.
But how about this, Marvin? How about this? Why you let Johnny punk you? Because it don't matter what Johnny said. If you want to talk to her. But
Absolutely.
Adriana, she was in such a way with Johnny. Even if he would have tried to talk to her, she wasn't gonna pick up anything he was putting down because she was so invested in Johnny. She didn't want to open up the box or nothing. She was invested in Johnny. Like, so.
So speaking about invested in Johnny, people were like, she was making all these posts, like, I'm never speaking to him again. My mom said, don't talk to him. He's terrible. And then look at what we have here.
Well, this is at the after party, the after party.
It looks like they might either be maybe at the airport or at like a terminal of some sort. Because like those chairs are kind of like airport or terminal, right?
Oh, maybe so.
You can see her bag, her luggage there, you know. So for someone that's never speaking to them again, I think that's Toby's Instagram. Let's see if I can find more pictures of them. Oh, they're all in LA right now? Okay, so they've already made it back. Andrea is a weak in the knees, unfortunately. I'm not surprised one bit.
Exactly. And she went into more detail. She said that they had met, they had been conversing, they had been hanging out, going on dates, hanging out and stuff, her and Johnny, kissing and making out. But she was like, she's pretty old fashioned and she had not been intimate with him. But she said that he told her he was going on a show. But he didn't tell her he was going on this show. He told her he was going on a show. And then she got the call to come on this show. But then she was surprised to see, because I think she thought it was like another show or something. And then she saw him on this show or whatever. But so I guess they tried to make it seem like they just kissed once when they were talking about their past or whatever.
Oh no, I felt like there was more to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they clarified that.
Yeah, I mean, she clarified that they had been hanging out multiple times, kissing, making out, but she said she had not been intimate with him because she was like, I'm an old-fashioned girl and I kind of like want to make sure, and I didn't want to do any of that knowing I was going on the show and stuff like that. Like, I guess because she was like open to what could happen on the show, like she didn't know. So she was saying, you know, they had hung out like several times though.
I think a spark as in like fight in the game. But I think he still wants to sleep with her.
Of course he does.
KB, not surprised she gets the same entry as Huda and Amaya. Is that Andrena? Does she?
I guess like take the guy back type thing. Like,
yeah. AM says, weak in the knees, sums up Andrena's Love Island game season perfectly.
Perfectly. I am.
Andrea needs to stand up. She's not the only girl that way on games. Garby and Justine need to snap out of it.
Baby, Kendall got Garby thinking they gonna have something.
On the After Sun?
Yeah, outside, because when they were on the After Sun, you know, they were even though they left different days, they interviewed them together, and then they brought Casey out later, and then they were talking, and he was like, yes, I really didn't think I was gonna find somebody I like this much, and I'm really trying to see what we can do outside of, you know, just talking that yin yang that he's talking, but it's a lie. And Garby eating it up. She eating it up, but it's a lie.
Eating bullshit. Right. Okay, so Ariana, when she arrives, she tells them all to go to the final fire pit chat. Its boats is going to be leaving immediately, which is just garbage. I hate leave immediately. Right. Why is it the bottom two things have to duel?
Have a duel. Thank you.
Something. Like, there's no point in like waiting to get all these like strong people out or weak people. Like they wanted to keep people in, so they had someone to duel in the end if they needed to get further in the game,
Right.
And it would have been lovely if Zay and Lucinda had to duel Johnny and Gabby for their spot in the final.
Exactly.
Because Lucinda did duel once. Okay. Did Zay?
No, him, Tyreek, and Toby never dueled.
So I would have liked to see him duel or do something as well.
But they had already made it to the mega duel, so I knew they weren't gonna have to duel anybody. But like you said, like the bottom two couples could have dueled. I just hated the fact that they had already made it to the mega duel. Like, I just didn't like any of that over some basketballs.
Oh yeah,
over some basketballs.
over and like it wouldn't have been that way. It would have been Toby and Sydney that went all the way through, likely because they had the most balls in, but they took out all the balls when they saw the strategy that Josh and Andrea were doing. So I'm just like, ugh, like I wish that they had thought about that more quickly.
Right.
You know what I mean? To have like balls in their cylinder. But it's just Josh over strategized that whole thing that messed everything up.
Right.
Which is annoying. I know that he was trying to outsmart them because they're all ganging up on him, and it was probably pretty annoying and frustrating. I get it. But I really wish that he just had played and just like tried in that way. Because like him going out how he went out, it just kind of it sucked.
Yeah. After Sunday said they regretted not have thrown it sooner. They should have put it in place sooner and just took the chance of, if it came back, like throwing it back out again. You know what I mean? They said,
like when she pulled out the ball, she should have just
it in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like that was probably the right time.
Right.
And then she goes over to talk to him, and he's like, "Oh, I think it's a little bit longer." He's like, "Oh."
And she said they were gonna go for. She said they were gonna go for Toby and Sydney, though. I think she said.
Yeah. Why were they talking strategy the whole time? Anyways, yeah, that I think that also.
But again, we don't even know if it was 5 minutes because they lied. They've been lying about the time. I'm gonna tell you that too. So we don't even know if they had 10 seconds left because these people lie about this time.
I think that they would have wanted Josh and Andrea in there though, so I feel like they gave them more time, if anything, and they're like, okay, they're not actually going to be playing it. So yeah, now it's been too long. I feel like they wanted them to move forward, especially seeing how their game flopped and everybody was able to gang up on them.
Yeah, probably so. Maybe
that's a flop in the game mechanics for sure. Rachel says, I wish they had mental puzzle game instead of basketball game. It would have been a change of pace. Absolutely. There's so many games that they could have done. Like the game designers need to be fired. It's so
exactly
like I used to host with my friend Nick these our Big Brother weekends where we made like Big Brother challenges and games and different things that they had to do. And all of these games would have been better than these games that they did on Love Island games. Like obviously they weren't all physical. But like,
hold on, and you would have people over. Like, where would y'all be? Like,
so his friend had this like big mansion in London, Ontario, and so we would like organize to get cars. We had like, was it 14 people? We did it for. He did it alone on the first season, and I helped him on two seasons. And like, I'll let you actually watch it. I should let you. We have it. We have like a cut of it. We took footage. I did all the diary room videos of the whole seasons.
Okay.
And so like we like so many games that we were conceptualizing, like, oh, we should do this or we should do that. Like we were totally being the producers, and there were some twists that we put in there that like I'm like, oh my god, if I was a player, I'd hate this twist. And so I can understand why producers put in some twists that like that the gamers actually hate, because it's kind of fun to see for us to see how it plays out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like all of our games that we put together were way more interesting than this one. Like one of them, even using the strategy that Andrea and Josh did, but we had them in like a dark room with different sounds going, and they had to like put up their glow stick at the whatever minute mark, whatever. Like if you could do stuff like that, that's like a fun thing to see if you can keep time, and like whoever's closest is going to win the head of household or whatever it was. But like there's just so many things that you could do game wise. Right. We had people. We made like concoctions of different like vegetables and fruits or whatever. Like we make these different smoothies, you know what I mean, and like make them have to guess what the ingredients are in them.
Ingredients within, yeah,
like there's so many things that you could do that are not necessarily physical that could be in a duel type situation, anyways.
But for you to say a mega duel and have 2 challenges, I know this is not I can't wait to run the final. Okay, I know it's not the final, but you should have had at least 5 challenges or something. Like, why are you like not having different stations and you got to get through it and
more like a gauntlet?
Yeah, like That's how it should have been. In order for you to get to like the next round and stuff, and you can't start the next round until your partner also finishes or whatever. Like, but I mean, it's just whack. It's just whack. It's just
Same piece,
whack.
because I think they didn't want to overexert them, but round one at the end was crazy. Well, one round at the end was crazy. Yeah, exactly. And so I played with that same person, Nick. We did this Survivor weekend where we went and we would like sleep in a tent, and like we played like a weekend version of Survivor. And I'd end up getting voted out, but they did have a battle back. But the battle back was a fucking gauntlet where I had to do so many different things. Like the first challenge they had to do was they told us a story. They wouldn't maybe do this on this show, but they told us a story, and then you had to remember all the facts of the story. They had to get into the fucking water and I had to tread water out there while answering questions. And I'm like, okay,
About
raise my
the
hand
story?
about the story. You know what I mean? I
Wow.
won it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And
You
then
did?
after that, I had to do this like where I had to roll balls and hit targets, so kind of like a bowling type thing, which I also won. Whoop, whoop. And then the last thing I had to do was this slide puzzle, which I also won. So I did get back into the game. But like that's multiple things, testing
Right.
multiple situations.
Absolutely.
Like more people were involved, and they just kept like getting eliminated. Like the last person, this one get eliminated, last one gets eliminated. Last that was a head to head. You know what I mean? And so why couldn't they do more like that? But they could have left Johnny and Gabby in the game. They could have had one or two more challenges and like and weed people out in competition as opposed to in a vote. Yeah, so stupid. KB says, yeah, all season they've done best of 3 or 5, but the duel round was one damn lame ass round. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, they could have given them mini obstacle course. Yep,
Exactly.
they could have done like mini, like all the things that they did already this season and
Right.
do little mini versions of it. We've seen stuff like that before. You know, like have a little bit of the one section is them with the back-to-back thing that Andrea did when I had to knock down the things. Like have that going. Have something else. Like I don't know. Like, the producers they fell asleep. What happened? What happened?
It was just stupid.
So stupid. And then I got really sick of Ariana asking, like, so what would it mean to you to be going into the final?
Girl, I kept fast forwarding. I'm so sick of that. I kept fast forwarding. I'm tired.
Mhm.
Don't nobody have time for that.
What would it mean to you? Like, we would like it a lot,
What would
okay?
it mean
Like,
to you? Like, what you thinking of me? They get some money.
So we learned that Johnny and Gabby are not going to be moving to the final. Johnny was taking it pretty well, not going to lie. I think that he, I guess, didn't lose, so it's just like a stupid vote.
I think he also thought that there was a chance that he wasn't going to get voted in. He know these people think he's a, you know what I'm saying? I think that he knows that the public doesn't really like him like that.
Well, not the American public.
Right.
Well, not the people that are voting. It's the Facebook moms that are just like, nah. So Johnny and Gabby are all saying goodbye. They're like, oh my God, we never even really got a chance to like show what we could do. Like, you know, all the job. So all the couples that are going to be dueling in the final are kind of in their couples. They're pumping each other up, talking about how like, okay, we're here now. We got this. We're in the final. The past Islanders come back and watch. Why wasn't Chris and what's his name there?
I wanted to know why Chris wasn't there. Chris and who? Who else was missing?
Lord Farquaad. Casey.
No, Casey was there.
Was he?
I saw Casey, but I didn't see Chris.
Definitely didn't see Chris. I don't remember seeing Casey, but maybe he was there. Charlie. Didn't see Charlie for sure.
Charlie said, "I'm going back to the UK." Yeah, Casey was there. Charlie said, "I'm going back to the UK. I'm tired of y'all."
I would be too. He has had a bad run on the 2 worst seasons of the show.
Right.
Maybe it's him. Maybe he jinxed the show. So yeah, the final 3 are all standing in the ring. I thought that they looked good. Like I liked their little outfits. Toby and Ty to me looked locked in. They looked like they were getting in the game zone, game ready. Like I felt I was like, oh, they look like they're ready to clock in. But no, I guess not. It was just all for show because it didn't work for either of them. Toby is talking about Sydney, about the fact that, he now believes in her and this and that. Were you annoyed with Kendall
David,
putting his 2 fucking cents in here, being like,
David.
oh yeah, like he was told about the chair story. He wasn't even there to witness it. So like, what does he have
Thank you.
to say about the chair story?
Thank you. He's so messy. He likes to be in everybody's business. Like, like what?
He's like, oh, you didn't feel that way when you're like stealing chairs. Like, what? You weren't
You
here.
weren't even there. It's not even your business. Garby told you that. Like, just be quiet.
I can't stand that man so much. Oh my goodness. And there's always so many people in like the Facebook chat groups being like, I don't know why everybody like doesn't like Kendall.
I know, I saw that. Can somebody please explain to me what Kendall has done for him to get so much hate? I saw that on the Facebook thing. Like,
and you're like, did you look up their profile? Like, what did they look like?
No, I kept strolling because I don't care.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, he sucks. He's so bad. He's so bad. And if you don't get it, then we can't be friends either. So it's going to be a 3-way duel. The last one here out is going to be completely out. And then the other 2 are going to go head to head. So they're playing Tower of Hanoi that we talked about a little bit. Justine and Ty get it pretty well first. I wasn't very quick, but
no, it wasn't. Nobody was quick. They were taking a while.
Like, I was just like, after I was like, let me go play one of these just to see like how hard it is. And it's so not hard. Maybe it's harder when it's heavy. Like, yeah. But it's not a hard.
But it wasn't about them lifting it. It was about them not being able to figure it out. So, it was heavy, but they also weren't able to figure out the pattern, like how to do it. Like, everybody was struggling.
It's just like you put one over here, you put one on top of it, you put one in the middle, you put the one over here on top of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and it's just, yeah, it's tedious, but it's very simple from my experience playing it. And like, they didn't have that many pieces. Like, you can have a lot more pieces, which makes it a lot more challenging. They would have had 5 or 6. Like, that's not challenging. But anyway, no, don't even say this. KB, don't even put this into the world. KB says Kendall about to pop up on Love Island UK next summer. Like, actually, if that happens, I will. I haven't even watched this last season yet, so I will not be watching. I don't think they'll do that, though.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because this season in American. Oh, well, you haven't watched. Sorry.
Whatever. Okay, so Sydney and Toby were only 3 moves behind, like I said, but Zay and Lucinda were able to get the second place here, and so they're going to be going into the final duel against Justine and Ty. Basically, there's small, medium, and large bags. You had to have these money bags in your zone, so there's the 2 zones, kind of like the KK and Andrea duel. There's 3 white bags, and so there's small, medium, and large for these bags, and they're going to be -2, 4, or 6 points off of your total. Oh, the small bag is 1 point, the medium bag is 2 points, the large bag is 3 points. So I just think I didn't love this game. I thought it was intense. Like, I was on the edge of my seat, absolutely. But I was kind of like, this is taking long. This is long. I just got to be like, this is so long for it to only be 3 minutes. Like, it felt like a really, really, really long time. And I just don't think that Justine would be as tired if it was actually 3 minutes. Like,
I think they lied about the time. I really do think they lied about the time. And it was just like, you couldn't find anything else for them to do. You had time for them to take a rest, change clothes. You got to reset up the stage and all of this stuff. And it was stupid.
KB says this was the only part of the duel that Tyreek was decent at, but his failure to communicate with Justine was a sign of what was to come later. Oh, yeah, the head tower of Hanoi. Yeah, I think he was good at that. He was good. KB says, I was shocked about how gassed Justine was. Yeah, she got really tired, but I think it's because she was going for longer. And she was probably going hard because, like, that's what Johnny was like, just go hard for 3 minutes. Like, just go hard this whole time. And she probably did. And it was just taking long, and Lucinda was going at a more slow pace and just kind of like dragging it kind of slowly, and so she was able to keep her not get all gassed out as quickly, I think. And it was more than 3 minutes for sure.
And before they even started, nobody thought Lucinda and Isaiah was gonna win. Not one person.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Go ahead and crown Justine now. Go ahead and congratulate her now." Like whatever. Like they could hear it. And just Johnny was like, "Yeah, Tyreek, you got this." And then Gabby was like, "Oh, Isaiah heard you say that to Tyreek," and Johnny was like, "Okay," and like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's because they knew they were the better team. And it's a shame when it's so evident who the better team is and that team doesn't get to win because you on some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Kendall needs to worry about tucking in his braids and be quiet. Tired of him. Me too, Rachel. Us too. Us too.
We're very much
Dreadful says now Lucinda with talking taking the big white bag back to her own color was hilarious. I know. I was like,
right.
Why didn't the horn blow then? That's what I wanted to like. I was like, okay, the horn's gonna blow now because like he's bringing it into the wrong thing and like, but yeah, it just didn't happen. So at the end of it, Justine and Ty both looked defeated. I think they could tell that they did not win.
Yeah.
And it goes to Lucinda and Zay. They're super excited and happy about it, obviously.
Now, I fast forward through all of this. So you just got to tell me what happened.
Oh, I didn't write anything down. That's
okay.
Because
I just fast forward through all of this. And then they was doing the share or steal, and she wrote love. And I rolled my eyes even more and fast forward to the end of it. I was done. I was just done. I was done.
Yeah. So they had the Islanders all stand behind who they wanted to win the money. 5 people stood behind Lucinda, and then everybody else stood behind Zay. And then
because nobody likes her, but Andrea enough.
Yeah. And so Zay wins essentially. And on his card, he said love. And so he's splitting the money with Lucinda. I heard reports from other recappers that when he got his phone back, Zay, he unfollowed Mr. President. So he had been following President Trump up until this point, and that apparently he unfollowed him now that he's out of the villa.
Oh, so he doesn't want the backlash, so he wants to hurry. He tried to hurry up and nip that in the bud.
Guess so.
Was he seeing that people were saying that he was following? I hadn't even heard anything about him following him this whole time. Maybe I hadn't. Mm-hmm.
That's what
I hadn't even heard that he was following him.
I'm only hearing it secondhand info. I don't know if it's actually even true, but just that's what somebody said. KB says Ty also spent way too much time wrestling with Zay. He should have put those soccer legs to work and started helping moving bags instead of fighting for one. Absolutely. Yeah, he needed, well, I think he just wanted to distract. It might have been their game plan, right? He's like, Justine, I will keep Zay distracted. You just keep on moving those balls. Like, I think that's probably their game plan. I think it's what they intended to do. But Zay every once in a while did get some bags that he was able to toss over there. And like, I didn't really see Tyreek doing that many. And so he kind of left it all to Justine, and she was going hard in the beginning, but then I think it was longer than 3 minutes.
I would have had, I don't know. I would have had. Can you not like lay in front of them bags? Like, are the rules like you can't lay in front of? Because I would like have those bags over there. I would be like guarding them, like laying. You got to step over me. You got to go around me. You got to. It's not easy. You can't just come over here. And
no, I would be using physicality if I'm allowed to. Wait, they had helmets on for this one, right? They had helmets for this, so they had helmets for the. Wait, they didn't have helmets for this, but they had helmets for Tower of Hanoi.
That's what was so annoying. They had helmets for the tower thing and didn't have helmets for this. And I thought to myself, how backwards? But I guess because they knew that they were going to be lifting, it was heavy and they were going to be lifting it over their head, maybe like to get on the.
But
poll that they
KK and Andrea had helmets for their one, right?
yeah, because they were
It's the same game, just like it was just one big thing instead of like multiple big things. So maybe they weren't allowed to really wrestle. Like, I don't know. It's very strange. Even the one with the medicine balls with Nicola, like, there should have been helmets going on there.
right.
Anyways, they're very strange with what they
They're very,
decide to
they're
protect.
backwards with everything that they do on the show is backwards. Yes, that's what I'm saying. All of them stood behind Isaiah and not her, but they're her best friends, and they're so best friends. And
Ty, Kendall, Toby. Yeah. So yeah, danger weighted falling objects helmet. Well, the medicine ball is a weighted falling object helmet. Should have been there. Okay, so KB says you can't toss the bags up like balls, so no helmet. Anyways, it's dumb. KB says also that Jack on last season he was wrestling, tossing bags, etc. Like, yeah, Ty just needed to toss more bags.
Yeah.
Like,
he was
wrestle,
the weak link.
toss,
He was
toss.
the weak link. He did all that to get with Justine as a partner because he knew he needed her as a partner because he was not the best partner. So he needed her. He was the weak link the whole season. And I knew that. For all of his arrogance and all of that, I knew he was the weak link of the couple. And that's why I wanted Justine to stay with Josh because I felt she had a better chance of winning with Josh. But Josh messed all of that up by being so pressed to be in the bed to cuddle with Andrea.
Yeah, the distraction was a good idea, but I still think that it's the timer. Like, I think at the 3-minute mark, I do, because there was a time where they had all the bags. There was a point in time where they had all the bags, and I was like, oh my God, are they going to win? Because it felt like what 3 minutes would feel like. And then it went on for a lot longer after that. And so, I don't know. Like, this challenge went longer than that basketball challenge went. And the basketball challenge was 5 minutes, right?
Exactly.
It felt longer, anyways. Okay, well, that's it for this episode. Anything else you want to talk about? The season's done. Pissed. Sucked.
No, I just want to talk about how I'm disappointed, how I feel like they need to get some new producers. I don't know if it was true. I had seen a picture of the producers. They don't have enough diversity in the producers. You know, I want them to do better. And I'm just pretty much done. I can't do another. I'm not looking at another country or anything. I'm done till next summer. I can't do it. Like they just piss me off. I'm just done. I'm not looking at France or any other country or, you know, I'm just done until next summer.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they'll do better and get better. And
Rachel has a good point here. Kendall only stood behind Isaiah because of the backlash Lucinda is getting. Actually, probably
so.
Probably.
Because he does everything for the optics. So that's because he's a disingenuous person, right? And he is very much a fame whore, and he's willing to do anything for optics. So that wouldn't surprise me.
KB says that if you're going to have an audience vote, maybe have the audience vote to force couples to recouple. Exactly. Remember, I've been saying the whole time, like, I want them to recouple. I want them to choose who they want to be with. Like, I want to shake things up. That didn't happen often enough, in my opinion. Yeah, it was all bad. I enjoyed it for the most of it.
Yeah.
Like, 15 episodes I enjoyed enough. But, like, it could have been a top tier season if they just got rid of the audience votes and got rid of the chance games and made them some sort of head-to-head game. I'd rather watch them play poker than like chance. Oh, Miss St. Pete says, at least y'all's regot didn't fail us despite this ending. Thank you for being here.
Sweet. That's so sweet.
So I'll show you. Like, so I did go to the wedding, and so this is what I ended up wearing at the wedding.
Okay, get it.
At the wedding, I was doing that picture because so on the day that I met Michelle, was it? No, okay, so this guy here, he played the following season of that Backyard Big Brother. So Michelle, both me and Michelle went and we were watching and we were hanging out in the back. And so this guy, he was playing with JoJo because that's where I first met JoJo. If you've seen him, he recaps my channel sometimes. And he usually comes with me to New York to do the RHAP stuff. And so they were like besties in the game, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, let's send him a picture. Send a picture to JoJo. So we sent this to JoJo to show that we like we're just at the wedding together, where we all met playing a Big Brother, a live version of Big Brother, like I guess 6 years ago now, 7 years ago. Oh my God, so long, right? And so yeah, so we sent that picture to JoJo. So that's it. Oh, I think I might have had maybe a dating picture. Not a dating, but like, this is someone that liked me. Like, can't you have a picture that's better than this? Like, why is that putting your best foot forward and to like, oh, let me go and
I mean, that's not the worst of the ones you've had though. I mean, you know. Oh,
Nice
Casey said he's retired from Love Island.
Oh, really?
On the after sun, he said that he's not coming back anymore. He's done.
Thanks, KB. Every time for Love Island season we have, you all save it with fun recaps. Honestly, thank goodness for our recap content creators. Y'all have been the real MVP. I mean, I watch other people too, and they like, I'm like, ooh, okay, I want to see what this person says about this. And like, oh, like I do get excited to go watch recappers. So I'm happy that you guys include us in that mix of like being entertained by us recapping. Thank you.
Have you started Love Island? I mean, not Love is Blind.
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
That's it. Anyways, all right. Do you want to see more pictures? Me and the bride. Aww.
Oh, this looks nice. Michelle, I mean.
So yeah, that's it. She's married. Michelle's a taken woman now.
Good for her.
That's it.
It ain't nothing out in these streets. Go ahead and settle down.
Thank you, Nick. We love, honestly though, you guys in the chat are awesome too.
So much.
You really, really made it fun for us. We had a really good time doing this season.
Yeah. We would talk about it even when we would get off of here. Chantele and I would be like, oh my goodness, the audience is so great. Like, they're so great. So you all make it. So we appreciate y'all so much.
Thanks for liking my look, guys. That's it. The next wedding is going to be mine.
I know that's right.
Claim this guy.
Claim it. Claim it. Manifest it. Put it out
into my reality. Okay, any last thoughts about this whole thing?
No, I'm glad it's wrapped up with a bow. I don't like it, but I'm glad it's just over and done, and that's that.
That is that.
I hope them taxes eat that money up. And then I was just like, let me be happy for the people. I can't, but that Lucia, it's hard for me to be happy for. I can't deal with her. I don't like her. I'm gonna just say it. I don't like her, and that's just it.
I would.
Oh yeah, Chantele for Love is Blind 10. Go ahead, Chantele.
I'm out of the age bracket. You know, they don't put people our age on there.
What about Married at First Sight?
I'd maybe do Married at First Sight, but like I just know that they would not part me with somebody that I actually want to marry. You know what I mean?
Sometimes they get it right though. I mean, sometimes these people have there are plenty of couples though have stayed married, have children, are doing good. Like there are some couples like that. Like really.
Okay.
There are.
If it's open to Canadians, I will apply. But we'll see.
I think because this new season that's coming out in like a couple weeks, it's coming. I think it's coming on Peacock too. It's not even gonna be on Lifetime. I mean, like it usually is. And so it's in Austin, Texas. They need to. That's right. They should have one in Canada.
Maybe if they do, if I have an opportunity to do it, I will apply. I will, but I don't know if it will come here though. Actually,
The
yes.
closest they came here was to like DC, and I was going through the process. I was like gonna go through the process, but at that time it was they really, I was like the commitment and the drive is just torture for me from DC to here. Like I could do it, but the traffic would be so bad and I would be so frustrated and irritated.
Couldn't you get
And
an
that would have
Airbnb
impacted
in the area?
I'm like an hour and 45 minutes from DC.
No, I'm saying, could you just like get an Airbnb in the area for the filming?
But I wouldn't have been able to work. Like I would have still needed, you know how like when you have to go back to your work and like just having to go to work. Like I could have taken off at the time to do the process, go on the honeymoon, but when I got to come back and work, because they be filming for 12 weeks and stuff, I got to go back to work, and so I wouldn't have been able to do the commute.
I see. KB says that's because we be in the chat dragging these people, and we loved every second of it. KB, drag him. He's a liar. He's a liar. He's a liar.
Yes, y'all dragging people or taking up for the toxic people.
Sorry. What's KB saying here?
I
mean, we have the Golden Bachelor. Can they give us 30s and 40s, a show worth watching too? The closest we have is Ready to Love on WeTV. I've seen a couple of seasons of Ready to Love. It doesn't hit for me. Like I want to like it more than I do, but like
I watch it, but it doesn't help you to believe in anything. They've only had out of like not. I think that this past season was like season 9 or something. They have only had one couple to get married. One couple. By the time the reunion comes, nobody is ever together. Like, and I just don't think they have a good quality of men. Like this past season, they chose a man who did not have a car and did not have like a place to stay. He was staying like in a hotel. Talking about he just got divorced. Like, okay, well, wait till you get yourself together. And then Tommy is like, oh, when my wife, when I was first starting out, my wife was taking care of the majority of things and she was helping me out. And then she got to reap the benefits. So you never know. And then the guys were clapping. That's right, Tommy. Okay, first of all, when you met your wife, y'all were in your 20s. It's totally different when you're young and you're starting out and you have the struggle. Then when you meet somebody at 38 and all of a sudden you're an entrepreneur, you're doing well for yourself, and you meet this man that ain't got no car, who is getting out of a divorce where he got an ex-wife and 2 kids, and he's staying at a hotel. How am I supposed to be okay with that and just be like, oh, he's struggling right now, but he gonna go on to bigger and better things? I don't care how attractive he might be or how. Because this one is supposedly was so attractive. I just thought he was all right, but the women thought he was so attractive, and he was built now. He was shredded and built, and I think he was like used to be a bodybuilder and stuff like that. But I just think that's not right. All of the women were so successful. Like all the women they picked are like gorgeous, successful. But the men always like we say about Love Island, it be the baddies, and then these mediocre men who are like a 5'6". And the women got to settle for them. And it's not right. It's not right.
Thanks, Nick. So Nick says that he loves my content on RHAP. I remember that, Kevin. I just told Miss Tjoy this story from BB Can. Was your neighbor or something? Yes. He lived downstairs with me for 2 years, and I found out about it on the recap of the finale where they knocked on my door and I made them sit in and watch sit right here and tell everybody live about Kevin being their best friend and my neighbor. Yes, regardless, I'm glad I found your channel because of Love Island games. Thank you, Nick. I'm actually going to New York tomorrow for RHAP. So if anybody's in the New York area, I think there's still tickets available. So come to watch Survivor together, and then have a little after party. And usually in New York, a lot of the reality stars come out. So I wouldn't be surprised if all your favorites are out there. Hopefully I'll get to meet some 49 players. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, if you're in New York, come through. Come through. KB says, yeah, they must get their cast from men from Hinge because the men on the show are giving middle-aged waste men. So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, in your mid to late 30s, 40s, and out here asking women to build them, sir, you should have already built whatever it is you're supposed to build by now. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Ooh, survive the challenge. It's fun. Okay, it'll be more enjoyable than this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the challenge is good.
Yeah, challenge is pretty good this season. Okay, yeah, Nick. So I'll see you then. Say hi. I'll be there tomorrow and Wednesday. So say hello. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Thanks, Miss Tjoy, for doing this with me this whole time. We will consider doing Love is Blind. Maybe. I don't know. I hate the 6 episodes. It's just I feel too overwhelmed, But we'll figure something out. Someone was mentioning what was it? Love Cabin.
What's that?
There was something else where Natalie just mentioned it, and I had seen this before. It's like Love Cabin or something like this one. Yeah. I don't know. I've heard it just in like passing that it's something. It's like a Love Island games, but it's in a cabin. Or not games, but like regular Love Island. I don't know what network it is or anything like that. This is a Michaela Stan channel, so Dreadful Ruby. I love her. I think she's playing a really great game this season. I'm hoping that she takes it all and wins. So
yes, I am so for Michaela. I don't like they act like she's becoming a mean girl, but I don't think so. I just think that she like I gotta play the game and it is what it is. Like
exactly.
She with young Cedric and she gonna you know what I mean? She gonna let him bring her in his world and that's just that. I don't think she's becoming a mean girl.
Me neither, but I think it's just because of her skin color that she's automatically mean when she's playing the game. KB says,
this is on Zeus. This is on Zeus. I don't have Zeus, but
same network. Baddies is on. I don't know Baddies. Yeah, so I haven't watched Singles Inferno. It's just
what's that?
It's I believe it's a Korean reality dating show. Yeah, it's I've heard good things about it. There's a few seasons. It should be on Netflix. International reality shows other than the UK, like I'm in the middle of Traders Ireland. Yeah. I've heard in Sydney. I love Sydney as well.
This one?
Singles Inferno. Yeah, it's a Korean dating show. I've heard
of it.
I definitely know people that I think they even covered it on RHAP. It has a few seasons.
Oh yeah, it says 4 seasons. Yeah. I've never heard of it. Wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've heard it's good, so, but I just haven't had, sometimes I'm like, if I'm going to watch something with subtitles, like I have to like be in the mood to be reading, you know what I mean? Like I can watch Love is Blind France because I speak enough French, so I don't have to be completely invested in reading the subtitles. And so sometimes it gets me behind on watching those shows because when I have to pay attention to completely, and sometimes I don't end up watching, but like I loved like The Genius, Devil's Plan. I haven't seen season 2, but season 1, it's another Korean game show. Also entertaining, interesting, but again, it's the reading factor. I don't have.
I just finished that Love is Blind France. I just watched the reunion yesterday, so I just finished that. But I don't speak French, so I had to read the subtitles. Well, the first, uh, all of them except for the reunion, they would have the English translation. Like they would have the people talking in English like the whole time. So that was I was good with that. But at the reunion, I had to read the subtitles the whole time because they didn't have that. Because I guess the reunion had been live, so they didn't have time, to do that or whatever. But that was something.
KB is self-learning Korean, and subtitle shows do take more effort. Exactly. So sometimes I'm like, am I in the mood to read right now, or do I just want to have it in the background where I'm just like not fully paying attention? So yeah, that's why I just never finish watching that or The Devil's Plan, because I don't. Yeah, exactly. You get distracted, and then fuck, I didn't see what happened. Like, who said that? Like, rewind. Like, yeah. So. Okay, well, that's it, everybody. Thank you for being here, you guys. As we said before, greatest chat in all of recaps. I would say you guys are awesome. I can't wait to find another show to talk about, so you guys can go hang out with us again.
Yes, and I'm gonna try. Like, come follow me at Miss Tjoy on YouTube. I'm gonna try to get back into my channel and maybe come up with some stuff to recap on my channel. If you go up there, they're like old dating videos where I talk about my dates. I used to, when I would go on my dates, I used to like do a video to like recap what happened and how it went. So come on over and subscribe.
Come on over, please. And then also do the same thing here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Talk about how terrible this season was. Tag Peacock. Drag him. Drag Peacock. Like, they are ruining a good thing. And so we got to let them know that this is not this is not the ending that we wanted. And so they need to fire some people. You did miss it all. I'm sorry, Joanne.
Oh, Joanne. You missed it all, Joanne.
It's over. We're out. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Kayla said she's watched a few of your videos. That's great.
Oh, thank
you. All right. We'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao, everybody. Thank you.